remember.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's about it, unless you...
Unless I maybe just saw you in the hallway.
It could have been it, too. Yeah, it could have been it, too. And I didn't recognize you without the hair, which I used to have.
Wow.
I used to have hair like that.
Wow.
But then stress from my job made it all fall out. And I saw you're from Pennsylvania. Where from?
I'm from Lancaster, Pennsylvania,
Oh,
Amish country.
Oh, yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh. Right, yeah,
4 hours away.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Spoke
amazing.
there for my fudge, you know, and
Yeah, totally.
stuff like that. Now, the first day on the set, before they even yelled action, how well did you know Michael Lang?
I had met Michael. I did hair in Central Park last summer, and Michael came to see me in that. And I met him and spent the weekend with him and his family in Woodstock. So by the time they yelled action, I had become pretty familiar with Michael Lang.
I would imagine, though, you're getting ready to do your performance, and they go, okay, now, lay back.
Yeah,
I mean, Michael,
totally.
How do you, like, what do you do in between takes to get more laid back? You know, because I've never seen anybody more laid back than Michael Lang on film.
Yeah. I mean, part of it, I mean, for me, as an actor, just sort of being lucky. It was my first film that I ever did. And so to be able to play a character that's so at ease in your first film, it really forces you to be at ease and really forces you. Michael is really great at taking things in and recognizing other human beings and being very present. And so for that to be the first role that I get to play in a film, it forced me to be present and take other people in and relaxed, and it was a real gift.
I was going to say, because if I was doing my first film, I'd be like inside, I'd be like, you know, just all, you know.
Yeah, I know. Had I played someone anxious, it probably would have been a better showing of what I was actually feeling underneath. But no, yeah, it was all acting.
No, tell me, because I love everything Ryan Murphy, and I know you did a project with him. And then Ang Lee, on the other end of the spectrum, I mean, as far as directors, how did you deal with somebody with Ang Lee whose attention to detail was so great? I mean, I'm sure you've never encountered anybody like that before.
So funny, though. It's because Ryan Murphy is also very detail-oriented. Yeah, very, very detail-oriented. And Ang is the same way. And Ang, I think if anyone was going to make a movie about Woodstock in 1969, it had to be Ang Lee, because his attention to detail is so intricate, because people lived through this and people know what it looks like. People have been there. And so someone like Ang is really going to recreate that and really going to make it feel real. And I mean, I obviously wasn't there, but it feels to me through the research and everything, it feels so authentic. It feels so authentic, down to every extra in the film. It's just very realistic.
As a Lancaster boy, then, horses are nothing new to you then, right?
My dad trains and races horses for a living, so they're not new to me. But my dad trains and races, he does harness racing, so it's the little cart behind.
Oh, all right.
So I had to take horseback riding lessons.
Oh, so I'm surprised. That really surprised me. Cause, how was that, though? I mean, because that's a huge beast to, you know, to learn something like that.
I know. It was sort of, I was riding a helicopter and a motorcycle and a horse. It was sort of all the elements were sort of thrown at me, which I think actually helped me sort of get out of my head and sort of really get into it. You know, I think it was actually a blessing in disguise.
Now, were you in scenes with a lot of the extras? Because I know some scenes had a lot of extras in it, but I was trying to think back, and some of your scenes I don't really think had that many extra shots.
I wasn't in any of the huge extra scenes, but I was in several where, I mean, they really hired people from the area that really looked like people from 1969, really beautiful people with kids, and they were great.
What did you think when you saw the film? I mean,
I was so proud.
Yeah.
I feel so proud to be a part of this movie and to be a part of this incredible acting ensemble. I think it's a beautiful film. I think it says so many wonderful things, and I feel really honored to be in it.
You did really good. I was going to try to do my own laid back. You did awesome, man.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks.